It is time once again for your weekly flags recap. As always, at the bottom of the list, there will be a whole bunch of links for you to find out about the efforts of some to fight censorship and abuse of the DMCA and false flagging and all that great stuff. A little meta-analysis of the flagging that happened in the past week. This week, the great debate community was not #1 in flagging activity. No, it was actually the gaming community that had a whole bunch of takedown notices for video game footage and content. So, flag of the week goes to, well, it had to be a great story to take away from all the other candidates for flag of the week, because there were some good ones this week. I mean, any one of these alone would have been able to take some of the other weeks and be called flag of the week. But this week, flag of the week goes to Barack Obama. That's right, the President of the United States of America decided to start flagging the Innocence of Muslims trailer on YouTube. Link in the description box to the news story about it. And he, just on the virtue of being the president and asking YouTube to see whether or not that jives with your terms of service, yeah, that's flagging. Okay? So he takes the cake. So next we have the great debate community, and we have one of the greatest showings of support for a YouTuber that has happened all summer. Nothing that I've seen in the flagging realm has been like this. Goxster made a video, and it was in response to the whole Innocence of Muslims fervor, but he made a video where he was acting like a Muslim, saying, please, could you please keep your insults of the Prophet Muhammad to, you know, a couple a month, you know, they're too frequent. And it was sarcasm. It was obviously a joke to me, but apparently it wasn't to someone. They flagged it, and Goxster is beloved among the community, in the great debate community. And yeah, in the description box, this is not a complete list of all the mirrors that have happened, and there will probably be even more after I upload this video. The only one of those that I think is different than the rest is Canadian Atheist. Added some commentary to the beginning of his, but the rest are pretty much the same. Of course, when you try to re-upload a flagged video, you have to alter it just a little bit by shaving off a second here or there, or adding a black nothingness to the end, or speeding it up or slowing it down. But there's a lot of mirrors of that video. Wow. Next, we'll talk about something that I have personal first-hand experience with. The PwnageAllstars channel. I'm the one who found this flag on that channel because I logged in because I was going to actually mirror Goxster's video on the PwnageAllstars channel, and then I found out that the PwnageAllstars are actually on their second strike now. The video that was flagged down was the original video called Hate Club by the James Pope, and it was mirrored on that channel to drum up some you know, attention towards the James Pope's channel for making that video, which was basically just clips of Skype conversations where people were yelling at each other. The weird thing about this is the original video on the James Pope channel, the one that video actually linked to in the description box of it, and it said mirror in the description, the original video is still up. They didn't flag that. it seems like somebody just wanted to place a flag on the PwnageAllstars channel for something. So they went for that video, and who knows why. You know, we could spend weeks just, you know, thinking about who did it and why did they do it. Don't know. Not worth my time thinking about until somebody just comes out and says that they did it. Now, next we have another flagging that also could have been Flag of the Week had the President of the United States not jumped into the flagging arena. This one happened to a user who at this moment is going by Crouching Lion. He's lost 2 channels already due to flagging, and apparently his art is based on making satire of the Phantom Lion, and it's awesome satire. He's got a lot of his mannerisms down. The way that he speaks, it's good satire. The making of video of the mask for the Phantom Lion was awesome. I like the way that it faded to the words "the beginning," you know, as if this was going to be something that we could regularly see. Had he not been flagged down, you know, twice, had lost channels because of this art, and now he's on his 3rd channel, and one of the videos that's been flagged off the other channels has now been flagged off that. The one where he was basically satiring a recent Q&A that the Phantom Lion did. Now, this is one of those gray areas where I know I'd say about 10% of YouTubers would probably say that this is justified because of the whole impersonation thing. There's been a lot of, in that circle on YouTube, there's been a lot of people creating fake accounts and trying to pass themselves off as other YouTubers, and you know, doing things like replacing an O with a 0 and stuff like that. But in this case, I'd have to say that nobody who knows who the Phantom Lion is would be fooled, and they would see it for what it is, satire. But I know there will be that, you know, small section of the community that will say that this was a justified flag. I disagree. Next, we've got SabellaShepard. She didn't care that much about her flag, and so we're not going to either. I'm just going to give you the link to her announcement of it. After that, we've got Kaguploads versus Joe Cool. And if you guys are going to check out this drama, I'm going to warn you that it involves some pretty heavy players here. And I'm betting somebody's going to lose a channel in this drama, just because of the players that I see. So, if you are aware of things like Psycho Hurricane versus History Tours, Casey Nunez, Torp, Real Man, if you are aware of the huge fights that they've had in the past, you know to stay away from this. But those of you who don't, fair warning, but link in the description box to Kaguploads announcing having problems with flags. Next, we've got Yah's Holy Ministry 007 was flagged, and there was a re-upload. I'll give you that. After that, we've got stuffmohammed, who uploaded a video, and his video was flagged down because it said that he had misleading title when he said gratuitous pussy shots. Well, he had pictures of a cat interspersed all through a video that otherwise just had a very beautiful model. You know, maybe it's a misleading title, I don't know. To me, it seems like a joke. And I can laugh about it. Next, we have SupaBeast30, who was age restricted on a discussion of God and gays, and he says that he doesn't believe that gays should be able to marry. He's riding on a motorcycle, and he looks like ShockofGod. And after that, I'm going to leave you with a really funny rant by ramzpaul, and it's about the innocence of Muslims and Obama flagging it. There was a funny line in there, so I'm going to leave a link to that for you guys. Next, we've got the pro wrestling community. They had two people, links in the description box. The commentary community, one guy had 3 videos that he re-uploaded, and they're kind of interesting. I can see how, you know, people would get so angry that they would throw aside any sort of principles that they had about flagging when their art is taken and then spoken over in a manner somewhere between Mystery Science 3000 and Beavis and Butthead. So yeah, starvenusstarsaturn. You know, he's probably asking for it, but I don't think he deserves it. You know, but he's picking something with, you know, a form of art where you know you're going to piss someone off. In the interesting category, I only put one video in there this week. This is from CureTinnitus DotOrg, and I believe, even though it was flagged as inappropriate, I think that it was probably flagged because it was a scam, you know, and somebody saw it as an advertising scam, and they flagged it down. It's basically they're promising a cure for ringing in the ears. In the racial commentary community, I do have something to say about the racial commentary community grouping that I've put in other weekly flag recaps. No, it is not just a place where I throw people who speak with ebonics and are black. No, you don't have to be black to get into this category. And the first link that I'm giving you is NeverEnuffAmmo, where he's doing a movie review of a film that smears President Obama, and you'll understand why I put him in that category. Then there's DominicanaPrincessax, not black. But then we've got ChocolateyThunder, and yes, and tsurakuunai, whoever he is, he also fits that profile. But to be in the racial commentary community, it's normally reserved for people who are talking directly about things that have to do with race and racism, okay? It's just a grouping that I've arbitrarily put there just to make sense of all this for meta-analysis, okay? Next, we're going to talk about the inappropriate flags that happened this week. We've got a link that I'm going to give you where dudes are admitting to flagging an anime video because it had, like, panties, and I think what happened was this anime girl was, like, running track and then, like, jumped and then came down and I don't know what you call the hurdles. The hurdle was, like, stuck in her panties, and I don't even understand the physics of this because it seemed like it was, like, through the leg holes while the anime girl was still wearing it. If you think that there's something so sexy about anime girl in pink panties, you're wrong. Whatever argument you've got, you're wrong. You're wrong. Yeah, and the guys that are sitting around in a circle filming themselves saying that they're going to flag that, I don't know. I don't know about you guys, because I would never, ever want myself associated with that kind of train of thought. You know, your future employers could actually find this someday, you know. Next, we've got a dude who was flagged for filming while trying to pick up girls on a street, just walking down the street and going up to women with his camera, like not asking permission to film them. But I'm thinking that the reason why he was flagged is probably because there's probably some link to a porn. You know, he's trying to, like, he leaves a link as a watermark in his video, and then he wants you to go to his porn site. That's what I'm thinking is the reason why he got flagged. He wasn't very clear about it. Next, now keep in mind we are in the inappropriate category, and you might have watched other weekly flag recaps of mine. The next guy, his YouTube username is Heelswatcher. Can you guess what he got flagged for? That's right, he got flagged for foot fetish videos. And, yeah. If you think that feet are so sexy that you can't stand that foot videos are on YouTube for other people who think feet are sexy to watch, you're wrong. And I don't care what your argument is. You flagged it for the wrong reasons. Feet are not gratuitously sexy. Okay, and Heelswatcher actually, see, last week we had a guy who was flagged for a video with a foot with a sock on it, fully clothed foot, right? This week we've got a video that was flagged down where the woman was wearing heels, high heels, you know, and what's next after that? Are snowshoes going to be flaggable now? You know, what are we coming to here? But next we have, this is an interesting one, GigsterWorld. He's using a telephoto lens and he's zooming in on this guy just to catch his feet, right? This is a foot fetish video, but I call bullshit, okay? The way this guy is wiggling his feet looks eerily similar to all the other foot fetish videos I've had to watch just to do these weekly flag recaps, and his foot wiggling reminds me of the bad acting at the beginning of porns where, you know, nobody really ordered a motherfucking pizza, you know, and that's not a real pizza delivery guy, you know? These are not real feet. These are actor feet doing like, ha ha, hi, hi, you know. Nobody does that with their feet. Just like nobody says, hey, did somebody order a pizza? Boom, chicka, bow now. No, that shit does not fucking happen. That one I'm calling bullshit on. Next, we've got a girl named KarleeAmber. I hate her accent. I hate her voice. Very squeaky, very nails on chalkboard quality to her voice. But she was flagged for a video where she was in a bathtub. Now, there was water in the bathtub, but she was fully clothed. And she got flagged. Next community we're going to talk about is the gaming community, the one that had the most flags this week. The most interesting one out of all of them is the Escapist magazine, who they have a show on their channel called Zero Punctuation. Now, this was shared with me by Felinoid, a member of the Great Debate community, but good looking out for him by pointing out flags that happen in other communities. But this one is weird because if you follow the money trail on this DMCA takedown that Zero Punctuation had for talking about a video game. Themis Media owns the Escapist Magazine. The Escapist Magazine runs the Escapist Magazine YouTube channel, which has the show Zero Punctuation on it. Zero Punctuation was talking about a video game owned by a subsidiary of Themis Media. This is what I was told by Felinoid. So basically, in the grand scheme of things, this is a company flagging itself. I have never seen this before in the history of all flagging on YouTube. Somebody putting a DMCA takedown notice on their own company from their own company. Next, we've got that weird part of YouTube, and he was flagged by EA for, you know, video game footage, because you have to be part of a network like Machinima in order to have the license to use video game footage, and basically they feed the users on Machinima more views by flagging down everybody else who wants to do video footage of that video game. It's just one great big racket, guys, just calling it like it is. But he's got a really good rant on all that, and that's why I'm leaving you his link, you know, with a description in parentheses down there, so you can watch that. And really, none of the rest of the video game genre was really of note. They were all just copyright takedown because you were using footage of a video game. And then we've got a pretty good long all the rest section, and if you're going to watch one of the all the rest, I would go to the Michael Ehline, or I don't know, it's E-H-L-I-N-E. This guy, basically, he's talking about SEO, and it's a good 2-hour long video, and it really describes how people could really exploit the Google algorithms for videos in order to basically get all your videos unlisted by trying to promote them with links, because Google made a change where there used to be matching anchor links that would, if you used them enough on different websites, it would basically guarantee that you would be the #1 match when somebody searched for a term. And now, if you use those matching anchor links on multiple blogs, it's actually a negative in the algorithm. You'll get pushed down the more it happens. And so people are actually, instead of just trying to promote their own stuff, they are killing other people's stuff. As far as search engine results go. And this goes for websites and for videos in Google searches. So that's the whole weekly recap this week. And please remember, do not flag. Just make a video yelling at people. That's how you do it.